Hello, and welcome back to the Dill Sims Let's Play of the Kingdom of Loathing. I've had some thoughts about what I might be able to do in the dark and dank sinister cave about getting a little closer to my nemesis, but first I'm going to do what the Pretentious Artist wants. So we're just going to pop into Seaside Town and go adventure in the sleazy back alley, and I will whack it. I will whack a big creepy spider. It promises not to kill you, but you're not sure you believe it. Oh, I'm still dressed up like a frat boy. Well, let's see here. Let's beat up some drunken hobos. Let's go put my good gear back on. Okay. Crown of the Goblin King. Hammer of Smiting. Swashbuckling Pants. 80, which gives me Moxie plus 4 versus Ninja Hot Pants, which gives me extra hot damage, and 70. Yeah, let's put on the Ninja Hot Pants. And let us return to the sleazy back alley. Just inside the sleazy back alley, you encounter a group of shady-looking characters throwing dice against a wall. As you approach, they look up at you expectantly. You in? I can cheat just a little, I can cheat like crazy, I can bilk 'em, Dano, or I can just walk away. Let's just cheat a little. Play dice with the gamblers for a while, and each time you get a good roll, you sneakily slide the die up your sleeve and save it for later. After a while, you remember dice don't work the same way that cards do and realize what you've been doing is pretty much pointless. You end up breaking exactly even on meat, but at least you got some sleight of hand practice. Ah, there we go. As you're walking near the sleazy back alley, you almost do that thing they do in movies where you step in a pail and stumble around and maybe step on a rake, which levers up and hits you in the face, which knocks you down, and then you kick your legs up in the air and the pail flies up and then lands on your head. You don't do that, though. What you do is instead you see a pail lying on the ground and you think, hey, isn't that the pail that artist guy was looking for? Then you think, yes it is. Then you pick it up and take it with you. Alright, so we've got the pail of pretentious paint. Let us go to the right side of the tracks and adventure in the haunted pantry. A possessed can of tomatoes. The first rule of hitting with a club is you do not talk about hitting with a club. The second rule of hitting with a club is you do 102 plus 7 damage. You're fighting a flame-broiled meat blob. You are suddenly ambushed by a giant flame-broiled meat blob. It bobs up and down menacingly, dripping with meaty goodness and radiating waves of intense heat. Whack. Ooh, I got some meat paste. Cool. You're fighting an undead elbow macaroni. Inside the haunted pantry, you encounter an undead elbow macaroni of unusual size. It rubs its hands together and prepares to assault you like a peanut. You're fighting a fiendish can of asparagus. In the pantry, you're attacked by a fiendish can of asparagus. Can of asparagus aren't normally all that scary, but this one's got a knife. Alright, I got a stalk of asparagus. I got the pretentious palate. Now, I have to go back to Cobb's Knob, and I can still adventure on the outskirts of Cobb's Knob, and I got the pretentious paintbrush. Look at me, he shouts. I'm an artist. I don't have a real job. I only listen to bands you've never heard of. Knowing better, you lay the smack down and take the brush, determined to return it to its rightful owner. Alright. Oh, your clothing is so bland. Please give me something to work with. Ooh, is that a rat whisker? I use these to repair my paintbrushes. I'll give you 50 meat for each of them. Oh, sweet. Okay. Well, if my clothing is bland, let's see. What happens if I put on a Knobgoblin Elite helm and equip a... Is the Knobgoblin Scimitar? No. Knobgoblin Elite Polearm. And some Knobgoblin Pants. Is that not enough? Do I also need an accessory? Oh no, that's Knobgoblin Pants. I need Knobgoblin Elite Pants. There we go. Let's go back and speak to the pretentious artist. Please allow me to paint your portrait. You have the brute strength and questionable hygiene of the Knobgoblin Elite Guard. What an imposing figure your portrait shall cut. You have unlocked a new tattoo. Okay, cool. I'm not sure what that does, but I think if I go to profile, manage view your tattoos. These are the tattoos you have unlocked. My current tattoo. Cool. So if people look at my profile, they can see my current tattoo. But I don't really care that much. Just wanted to get that done. And now I will equip my Crown of the Goblin King my hammer of smiting, my hot plate, and my ninja hot pants. And I will return to my campsite and rest. Alright, so I want to go. What do I have in my miscellaneous? Do I have the thing that I am thinking of? I do not. I want to go back to Cobb's Knob, and I want to go back into the treasury here. Because it's dawned on me that there's more than one type of beans, and everything I've been doing with my bean burritos has been an enchanted bean burrito, and that doesn't seem like a muscularity sort of thing. So I want to find a hill of beans. Ooh, a flimsy clipboard. It's an offhand item, a shield which gives you +5 meat from monsters. So, oh, sweet. Alright, so let us keep beating up Knobgoblin accountants until we get a hill of beans. Knobgoblin bean counter. No. Haha, rejected. Okay, stolen office supplies. That is not the hill of beans that I want. A Knobgoblin MBA. He drives fast, talks fast, and he never passes up a chance to make a fast buck by pulling a fast one. His mom is also fast, but that's another story. He tries to bean you with his beanbag, but his throw goes wide. Alright, so now I have a hill of beans. So let us go into my cooking here, and let us take this hill of beans and craft it with a flat dough. Now, do I have any spices? I do not. So I need to go back to Cobb's Knob, and I need to go into the kitchens. You are fighting a Cobb's Knob oven. I got oven mitts. That gives so hot resistance. That's okay. Behind you and to the left because that door is behind you. Yes, okay. More ovens. This is not what I am looking for. How many ovens can I fight in a row? It's apparently a lot. A Knobgoblin sous chef. Ooh, I fumbled. Got a tomato and a knob sausage. Okay. Knobgoblin master chef, come on, show me the spices. That's not spices. I do have a bunch of meat so I could buy some, but there we go. Okay, let us go back to the crafting. Let us craft my bean burrito with spices. Okay, let's go check out the dark and dank sinister cave now. In the dark and dank sinister cave. Okay, let us try my spicy bean burrito. No, that's my spicy enchanted bean burrito. I just want the spicy bean burrito. It slides in part way, and is projected into the hole. Well, it's spicy, but maybe it's not spicy enough. Do I have a habanero pepper? I do. Let us see what happens if we take my spicy bean burrito and try to make it even more spicy. I have an insanely spicy bean burrito. That is some awesome food, but I do not want to eat it because I want to go back to the big mountains into the dark and dank sinister cave and put in my insanely spicy bean burrito. Well, that's not an insanely spicy bean burrito. Let's put that in the hole. Your insanely spicy bean burrito slides easily into the hole and disappears into the darkness. If this cave has a pile of thousands of years worth of rotting burritos in a hole in the wall, that would go a long way towards exploring the smell you noticed earlier. There's another door. You walk down the hallway to the third stone slab door, which you were completely expecting since these sorts of things always seem to come in threes. This one depicts, oh good lord, it's a coiled snake with the head of a clown. That may possibly be the most disturbing thing you've ever seen. Arrayed around the clown snake are images of tiny warriors with little lines around them which seem to suggest they're being struck or knocked backward in some way, perhaps due to horror and disgust. Another large hole similar to the first one is in the wall next to the engraving. I have no idea. Is it a clown snake, snake clown, a clown serpent? Creepy snake. I don't even know. Well, we'll leave that for now, I guess. I've got, what do I have in terms of food that I can eat? Not a lot. I have a spicy enchanted bean burrito, but I do not have much else in the way of food. So I actually want to go... I want to go back and get more hills of beans if I can. At the very least, I might be able to buy some, but Knobgoblin bean counter. Alright, there's one. Probably need about 4. More meat stacks. Bag of powdered sugar. Baggie of powdered sugar. This is a little plastic baggie of 100% pure uncut knob confectioner's sugar. It's a potion. It gives you the effect so you can work more. It gives me plus 10 meat from monsters for 10 adventures. Ooh, 300 meat. Another Knobgoblin MBA. Alright. Oh, and big meat score. You managed to avoid the accounts long enough to get to the part of the knob where they keep the really big meat. You lug off a chest of it so big you can barely carry it. Alright. The nice thing about adventuring here is that the meat drops are pretty good. Well, let's adventure until I have 15 adventures left, and then I will eat whatever I can. Alright, so I am going to use my newfound wealth. I'm actually first going to sell as many meat stacks as I have. I have 10 meat stacks. That's a good 1,000 meat. So let us sell all of my meat stacks because I can always make more. I'm going to go to the mall and buy... How many hills of beans do I have? I have 3 hills of beans. Okay. Do I have any other beans? I do not. I have 1 wad of dough, which is now a flat dough. I have a hot katana blade, but I do not have a katana handle. Well, that's okay. I do have a worthless knickknack, so I could get another habanero pepper. Let's do that, because that'll help. Let us go into the big mountains. Go into the hermitage, purchase another habanero pepper. Let us equip my bugbear beanie and my bugbear bungard, and we will return to the distant woods and go into the forest village and buy another 2 wads of dough. Knowledge casserole dish. And a skewer. What else do I have before? I have a couple bunny livers. I have a rat appendix. Okay. Let's go back and buy a couple skewers too. And then we will go to the mall. And I will purchase spices. I will buy three spices. 3 spices. And now we will cook some shit. I will use my rolling pin to get the flat dough. I will craft flat dough with hill of beans. Make as many as possible. I will take 3 bean burritos and 3 spices and make as many as possible. I will take 1 spicy bean burrito and a habanero pepper and bake that. I will also take rat appendix and a skewer. I have a rat appendix kebab. This is a skewer with several chunks of roasted rat appendix on it. Smells delicious. And I will also take bunny liver. No, okay. Cannot make bunny liver. Cannot mix. Okay, what about rat gut? No. What about bat wing? Bat wing kebab. Awesome. Okay. I certainly have enough food to eat now. We will start with the good stuff. 9 adventures, 37 strongness, and 3 fullness. You eat the insanely spicy bean burrito. It puts hair on your chest and lacerations on your tongue. We will eat the spicy enchanted bean burrito. Puts hair on your fingers, which you use to cast spells. I will eat 2 spicy bean burritos. Your stomach starts playing mariachi music. I have 12 fullness. Rat appendix kebab is 2. Knob sausage is 2. Bat wing kebab is also 2. Well, we will eat a bat wing kebab. You hear a faint pow, piff, socko from your intestinal tract. Okay. What about a hot wing? Is that just one? Yeah, well, we'll eat that then to get the rest of that. Alright, so let us return to my inventory, to my equipment, and re-equip my useful stuff. I want pants. Ninja hot pants. Okay. So I have no idea what to do with the snake, but let's try the daily dungeon. There's a new thing there called the enormous greater than sign. I'm going to ignore it for the time being. Alright, let's try the doorknob. Nope, okay. Pencil golem. We will thrust smack the pencil golem. No problem. We'll proceed forward cautiously. Okay, we will return briefly to my cottage. We will proceed forward cautiously again after spending a moment in my cottage. I have a lot of hit points, but I've seen that one before. I do get Jug-O magicalness. Fighting a mayonnaise wasp. I kill that with no problem. Let us try bashing down the door. That is not the correct answer. Let us go back to the daily dungeon and try that one again. Let's try magicking it open. Nope. I don't know if I am good enough to do this. We will try... Oh, a dairy ooze. Okay, we will beat that up. I got mana curds. It's good food. These are like regular cheese curds, except instead of milk they use space, and instead of rennet they use time, which is good, because if you think about it, rennet is freaking gross. Alright. Come off another plain looking chest. I got a giant moxie weed. Chamber 11 of the daily dungeon is empty. We will try bashing down the door. Okay. I did get through the door, it looks like, so we will go back. Fighting an apathetic lizard man. I got some flavorless gruel. We will proceed forward cautiously. We will proceed forward cautiously again. And we will open and get a fat loot token. Let us go back to the Dungeoneers Association and see what I can get from the vending machine. I could get Boris's ring, which gives me muscle plus 10. Sneaky Pete's breath spray, which gives moxie plus 10. Or potato sprout, which hatches into levitating potato. An eye for an eye. Hey, hovering potato might trip up your foes. Let's get a potato sprout, actually. We'll go back into my inventory. And we will use... potato sprout. We will put that in the terrarium. You decide to name him Stoozevelt. And you know what? Wonklin's been great, but let's try having the levitating potato. Oh yes, the haiku for the potato is an eye for an eye. Hey, hovering potato might trip up your foes. Let us return to my campsite and spend a couple restful adventures there. And then, what else can I do? I have the effect apathy. You just don't care. Okay, that's probably from the thing. And that's going to last me another 5 adventures. So let's go somewhere. Actually, got a short ink ship trip skip. And let's do it again. Okay. Now, let's go to the gift shop. I've got 2. I could get Dude Ranch souvenir crate. I could get a meat globe. Let's get the meat globe. And the UV resistant compass. Let's wait on the compass. Fuzzy dice is a familiar. Groovy plushness, but what does it do? Better ask, what doesn't it do? Let's hang on to my extra script here. Let's go into my inventory. I got a meat globe. Let's use it. Place the meat globe on your nightstand. That makes me feel like I should sleep. You lie down on the floor and rest. Looks like some meat fell out of your meat globe while you were sleeping. Oh, that is cool. I bet if I do it again, I'll get more meat. I don't need to rest right now. That's fine. Let us go. Where will we go? I only have 14 adventures before I need to booze it up. I do want to get some booze. So, let's go to the Orcish frat house. Got a bottle of gin. Got some deodorant. Stoozevelt gains a pound. Ow. Got another bottle of gin and an ice cold Sir Schlitz. Got an ice cold Fody. Stop hurting me. Alright. Stoozevelt is now a 3-pound levitating potato. Okay. Got more gin. I'm liking that it's mostly gin. Oh, I got some vodka. A bottle of rhinoceros hormones. This is a potion. This is a bottle of rhinoceros hormones, just like it says on the label. The frat orcs used to spray it under their armpits in the hopes of attracting cute co-eds, but mainly all they attracted was horny rhinoceroses. Get it? Horny? So now they inject it into their muscles to make them stronger. Roids of the rhinoceros gives muscles plus 100 for 10 adventures. I can't help but feel like that's maybe not a good idea, though. But that might come in handy. Got another bottle of vodka, and I am out of adventures. So that's all I'm going to do today. I will make my booze and drink up over. Actually, no. I'm going to do that with you guys here because since yesterday I got some extra booze capacity. And so what? First off, I need to check out. I've got 2 bottles of vodka and 3 bottles of gin. Okay. I can go to the desert beach and get some olives fairly cheap. Just 1 olive. Okay. I need 3 olives. Okay. I'm also going to buy a tiny paper umbrella. No? Umbrella? Goatskin umbrella, heavy duty. Oh, the little paper umbrella. These are a little more expensive. I'm just going to buy one and see if I can do what I have in mind. I think I have a couple of tomatoes. I did anyway. QRST, maybe not. Thought I had tomatoes. Where did my tomatoes go? Well, let's use my giant and my... I do have a lemon. Oh no, I do have tomatoes. There we go. Okay. So let us do some cocktail crafting. Let us take 2 tomatoes. No, cocktails. 2 tomatoes. 2 bottles of vodka. 2 Bloodies Mary. Excellent. It's not quite as spicy as it can be, but it's... Oh, I should buy some spices. Spices. Let's buy 2 spices. And let us return to crafting. Let us take Bloody Mary and spices and make as many of those as I can. 2 extra spicy Bloodies Mary. That is much better. Let us also take 3 bottles of gin and 3 olives. 3 martinis. And if I take an olive and add a little paper umbrella, my cocktail set is not advanced enough to make such a fancy beverage. So actually, let's go to Seaside Town, let's go to the market. I can afford it. Into the general store. I can buy a Q du Coq cocktail crafting kit. This is a kit from France which contains everything you need to make cocktails using fancy ingredients. It is 1,000 meat, but it's well worth it because the better the booze, the better, really. So let us craft a martini and a little paper umbrella. Oh, I do need to install that first. Let's try that again. A martini and a little paper umbrella. Okay, it's going to take adventures to craft good cocktails. So let's start by drinking some of... Let's drink my 2 extra spicy Bloody Marys to start, which gives me 14 adventures. I am going to go back to the mall and buy 2 more paper umbrellas. Little paper umbrella. Let's buy 2 more. And we will go... This is not the best way to get those sorts of things, but I don't care right now. I just want to show off. Little paper umbrella. Martini. Make as many as possible. I do not have the necessary skill to make that item. Okay, so it turns out I can only make that item if I'm really good at martini, or at cocktail crafting. And that's just not what the Seal Clubber is all about. So we will drink the 3 martinis I have created. That gets my inebriety up to 15. I will drink... How much does an ice cold 40? Yeah, it's crappy. The Imp Ale is also crappy. This is all crappy. Let's drink 2 ice cold 40s. And I am now falling down drunk. But I do have 37 adventures, which means my adventures per day is going up. So that's all I have for you today. This has been Dilsim playing the Kingdom of Loathing. If you like what you see, subscribe, share, like, comment. I'm happy to listen to any ideas you might have for naming my familiars. But the most important thing for me is I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you. Well, I won't see you, but I will talk to you tomorrow.